Today I'm just going to, it's Lynne Silcock here, and I'm just going to go through with you the basics of getting Google Drive open and working on your computer. So the first thing you do is open Google Chrome. Now Google Drive can run off other browsers, for example Firefox or Internet Explorer, but there are some features that only work in Google Chrome, so I would always recommend opening it in Google Chrome rather than a different browser. When you open it up, you might get a page like this, or you might get a page that shows you some of these things on the right. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get into our Gmail, and so we'll get in the login space. So you put in, first of all, your Google Chrome, your Google Gmail account address. And then you put in your password. And typically, remembering your password is the hardest part. And if you stay signed in, that does make life a little bit easier as you go forward. So as you can see, that takes me straight into my email account, and I can do my emails here. But what we're going to do today is go into Google Drive. So I'll open a new tab by clicking on just a new tab at the top there. And then I go to the buttons here, and I scroll down to find my drive. When you open your drive, it defaults to My Drive. That's where it opens, and you can see you've got a Shared With Me. You can go to Recent Places, Google Photos. You can star your ones that you really use a lot, and you've got a bin there as well. In my Google Drive, I can see that I've got a folder. The shape of this one, and they are usually grey, means it's a folder. I've got a PDF. There's some JPEGs here, and there's a Google Doc, which is the blue format with the lines. Now your drive might look different from this because you can display them as a list, or you can display them as tiles. And just by clicking that, you get tiles. Clicking again, you get the list. I prefer the list format, so I'm just going to stick with that. Okay, once you've opened your Google Drive, another thing that you can do is you can bookmark it, so you can see it up the top here where your bookmarks are. If you've got no bookmarks bar showing, it's a little grey bar that goes below your where you put in the addresses. Go to the three dots here, go to bookmarks, and you've got to show bookmarks bar. I'm not sure how well you're seeing that, but let's move on. Again, so to bookmark My Drive, which is this particular page, you just click the star, and you can see if it will call itself My Drive, Google Drive. I think I'm just going to call it Google Drive, and it will be on your bookmarks bar. You can also choose other folders. And you go finished, and you see it immediately appears up here. So if I'm opening a new window, wherever I am, I can just click on that to go to my Google Drive. It does, I think, make it a lot easier. Okay, now, when I click on Shared With Me, this is documents that have been shared with me from someone else. In this case, many of them from my other personalities. So I've got a series of email addresses depending on my work and home, etc. But if you look at this one's been shared with me by Bronwyn. Now, I can leave it in Shared With Me. I'll still have access to it, but if I want to use it more than once, it's always a good idea to put it into your drive. I nearly always put things into my drive if I want to keep them. So when I've clicked on it, there's two ways to put it into your drive. You can see there's a plus into my drive little symbol there, and so I just put it into my drive. While I'm doing that, I can actually organize it as well. And another one here, the other way to do it is to right click and move to My Drive. Once it's in your drive, and we'll click back up on the left here to My Drive, I'll be able to see those two things that I just put in. The kitchen roster is here, and these are all in alphabetical order, and the UDL Tech Enable is there as well. Now, I can also see that I've got another work document here, and I can file them. As you can see here, I've got a folder called Lynne's Work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those documents and I'm going to file them in Lynne's Work. So to file them, I will right-click, move to, and I just click on the folder that I want to put them in, Lynne's Work, and move. Now, how do I make a folder, you might be asking? So to make a new folder or a new document or a new thing, you just go up to the left here and click the New button. So as you can see, you can new folder, you can upload things from your computer, you can make docs, sheets, slides, and you can make more. And you can see here the different colors and shapes of the different types of documents. So docs are the blue with the little lines. Sheets is the equivalent of Microsoft, it's similar to Excel. Slides are similar to PowerPoint. Google Forms are, as I say, a form that you can send out. Google Drawings, My Google Maps, and Google Sites, which is the websites one. So we're going to make a new folder, and we're going to call it Kitchen. And then anything about the kitchen can go into my new folder. So I've got that kitchen roster down there. So what I'm going to do again is I'm just going to right-click it, and I'm going to move it to the kitchen folder. Now, Bronwyn is the person who this file belongs to. If I've got permission from Bronwyn, I might change things in the file, but Bronwyn might have it filed in a folder and on her drive that says rosters. And she might have a whole lot of rosters in hers, but I'm filing it in my drive under kitchen. It doesn't matter. If Bronwyn had shared me a whole folder, so if she'd shared me the rosters folder, I would not move her documents out of her folder because she shared the whole folder with me. But if she's only shared a document, I can file it in whichever folder I want to file it in. It's good early on to get some filing protocols in your organization so that everybody's doing the same thing. And that's all for part one of getting going with your Google Drive. I hope you found it useful.